Hello YouTube, this is Gaming Dragon 360 and I'm back with another episode of Medieval 2 Total War Egypt Long Campaign. And we have just conquered Constantinople, repairing some of the old structures and building better walls. Nicaea is also firmly in our grasp. Now the only thing that bothers me, or something that concerns me, is this Turkish army. Are they going to attack Constantinople? If so, we might be able to, most probably will be able to lift the siege, or at least aid our besieged army inside Constantinople with the garrison in Thessalonica. But we need to reinforce that further as well. The Nafatul will be a good addition to our army as well. Now, as for these cardinals, I have prepared some assassins somewhere in Iconium, I guess. Yes, perfect.
I live to obey, Sultan.
Let's bring the assassin here,
Yes, Sultan.
and let's start
Like the weary camel,
killing
now
these
we must
cardinals.
rest.
And then these Venetian clergymen here. Cairo. Let's go for normal tax rate, low tax rate to improve population growth. Cannon towers. I don't think those are needed. What we do need though is militia barracks is good. Public order. Let me see if any constructions I can put up. Ballista towers at Gaza. Oh, yes. Extra defenses. The more the merrier. City watch. Bazaar is okay. Antioch. Aleppo. Baghdad. We also need better infantry here. Cannon maker, ballista maker, armorer. Okay, we'll try to build whatever we can here. Antioch, construction's underway. Ballista towers really new. Nicosia, heavy armorer. Let's see what else. Catapult. None that's, but we can upgrade the armor though. Pardon me. Mining network. Let's improve the income wherever we can, because we'll need a strong income to be able to sustain an ever-growing army. Caesarea will remain our central base in Anatolia. We can reinforce pretty much every corner of Anatolia from Caesarea. Iconium. Smyrna, Rose, we don't have the funds for it right now.
Orders, mighty Sultan.
Thessalonica. Let's see if we can send
How may I serve, Sultan?
a small contingent
Sultan.
outside.
Orders. Na'am. As you will. The sun sets
So
on
in
today's
case
journey.
Constantinople comes under siege, we will be able to attack. Military build policy. Let's go for growth policy here. Let me see what we can do. Spear militia. We need to fortify,
Na'am. Remove
garrison more
Sultan.
troops in there.
Continuing tomorrow,
Dorazo
mighty
is fine,
Sultan.
and we have Ragusa under siege. And following this, we will take the Venetian holdings on this side of the Aegean.
Orders, mighty Sultan.
Let's leave Venice, the capital city, there. We can then, give them a chance for peace. Okay, Turks.
You have a proposition for my Sultan?
Let's see. Map information.
We must decline this you speak of, Sadiq. Our discussions come to a close.
So the Turks have a very I mean, I'm not sure what to make of the Turks' words. Are they going to attack, or are they not? In either case, I need to be prepared because I don't want to be caught off guard when they do attack. Because eventually they will. It's only a matter of time. I have my presence in Anatolia. It has to bother them. If the Mongols are sweeping over the Turkish territories, that might be a problem for the Turks. Maybe they might not want to attack my kingdom as well. But that's a speculation. Maybe they're not attacking simply because I'm stronger than them in pretty much every aspect, including innovation and armor and whatnot.
The enemy approach. We will help you.
Zaida, mighty Sultan.
Let's see, can we bribe
Your will.
the city to join
There is
us?
something you wish to speak of? No, you bargain.
No, we
Peace
can't.
and farewell.
Your
Merchant.
plan, Great Sultan? I serve your will. Bringing in, yes, Sultan. Paving the way for new trade.
Perfect. Huge stone wall. Let's go for it. Baghdad needs a strong defense, after all. Irrigation, gunsmith, ballista maker, archery range, barracks. What can we recruit here? I think recruitment is fine. Let's just go for... Okay, let's make a barracks here. Antioch, Adana, Nicosia, Rhodes. Let's make a shisha den here. Smyrna. Shisha den here. Nicaea, Constantinople. Let's improve the taxation rate to very high. Constantinople can produce better taxes and financial. What difference does it make? Makes no difference at the moment, but it will in the long term, I guess. Adana and Iconium. Okay, so the citadel will surrender in 7 turns.
Orders, mighty Sultan.
Until then, however, we are pretty much stuck the way it is.
Orders, mighty Sultan. Inshallah.
Let's
Orders,
move
mighty
forward.
Sultan.
Take out the
Yes,
Venetian
Sultan.
navy
Closing to engage.
wherever we can.
The infidel surrenders the sea.
Let's move into the Dardanelles
Sultan.
Strait.
Naam, great Sultan.
We have
Orders, mighty
a
Sultan.
assassin on board.
Inshallah, our wind shall... What is the infidel's name? Naam, great Sultan. Course said. I live to obey, Sultan.
Perfect.
Disembarking here, Sultan. There is a
let's
target
see.
you had.
You are lucky the Lord died for our sins. For you.
Who or what offends
Let's
you, mighty
see.
Sultan?
The odds are low, but if it succeeds, we're great. I'll keep on trying though. Oh. That sucks.
He should not have opposed you.
The assassin is dead.
Orders,
I just
mighty
want to get
Sultan.
rid of these cardinals so that the Venetians don't have any influence in the matters of the papacy. Can we retrain some of our troops? And no recruitment so far. Assassin, spy, and diplomat. That'd be okay. But we can recruit troops from here. Also constructions underway. Thessalonica. A dockyard is fine.
Orders.
Let's
As you
garrison
will.
Thessalonica even further.
How may I serve, Sultan?
Sending more reinforcements to Thessalonica. It is a frontier town after all. Ragusa is holding out. Okay, I mean, we can wait for some time and plan our next move very carefully. Now, diplomacy wise, we are enemies with the French, we are enemies with the Venetians, and we are enemies with the rebels. I did not know that we were enemies to the French. In fact, if I had known that earlier on, I would have attacked their navy. But now that I do know that, we can make a naval landing here in the French territories and start acquiring land in mainland Europe. The only downside to that, however, is that I might come into conflict with other European nations which I cannot afford at the time. And also, if my expedition here fails or faces a major setback, that would not be okay. So I need to find a way to move across Europe from this route, taking on Venetian territories as I move. It's time to start hiring troops, but before that we need some form of a base of operations. Durazzo seems fine, but we need to convert it to castle perhaps. We can also attack the Turks, but we will need some form of an excuse, some justification to attack the Turks, and before we do, we need to be able to defend against their counterattacks in these cities. Let's put some Harvard militia on the training. Enter. The Turks and the Venetians will be our next targets. The Spaniards are here with some form of proposition.
We come bearing word for you.
Perfect.
Magnificent. You have excellent. What else would you suggest?
Let me see.
We cannot quite accept. Goodbye.
So we are
It has
allies
been
with
a
the
pleasure.
Spaniards, and we also have secured trade rights with them. Working very well for us. I mean, I don't care what Spain is doing to the Moors or the Portuguese or the French. They are too far away for me to lose my sleep over them. Instead, I need to be worried more about what I have in my immediate neighborhood. I have the Turks, I have the Hungarians, and I have the Venetians. And the Hungarians were initially hostile to me, but they have ever since reduced their hostility, I guess. They're back to being neutral. Let's see if the Turks will give us map information. I know for a fact that the Byzantines are gone, so I'm not worried about there being a secret Byzantine town up there somewhere. Because there was this announcement in the game that Byzantines are no more. And even if there were a Byzantine town, it would not have been a matter of concern for me. The forest is conquered. Great minds have found new ways to make light of some of the heaviest work. Sawing wood has always been slow work for even the strongest laborers, but cunning engineers have found a way to drive a great saw capable of planing an entire log by using water. Wow, that's very
How may I serve, Sultan?
Sending this force
As you will.
to reinforce
We rest here until
Constantinople.
dawn.
We have a
Orders,
Venetian
mighty
fleet here.
Sultan.
Let's take it out.
Attacking the infidel fleet! The sea is yours, great Sultan!
Venetian docks under
You
attack.
control access to orders, mighty Sultan. Inshallah, our winds shall be fair.
The French are at war with us.
Until death! The infidel
So,
surrenders this orders, mighty
Begin
Sultan.
attacking them as well.
Yes, Sultan.
Let's see. What about the Holy Roman Empire and the Papal States? The Papal States are neutral, but they have at times called upon several crusades, and those crusades cost us very dearly. I think the plague is gone now. Finally, Gaza is back to normal. Acre. Cannon towers, obviously. I want to be able to defend my cities in the Holy Land and the frontier towns in Iraq against the Mongols and whatnot. Now, if I have Mosul and Edessa up north, I will be able to control this passage here. We built a fort here. Control this passage. This passage controlled via Edessa. And this passage, another fort, which is backed up by Mosul. So let me first form 2 separate armies. I will need 2.
Orders.
I guess so.
Orders.
And once again we're going to employ blitzkrieg tactics.
Continuing tomorrow, mighty Sultan.
The goal is to do the maximum amount of damage in the minimum amount of time. Let's just regroup a bit here.
Na'am. Sultan. How may I
Okay.
serve, Sultan?
Regrouping as much as possible.
How may I serve, Sultan? Orders. How may I serve, Sultan? Orders.
Sending another
As
army
you
back
will.
there.
We rest here until dawn.
As my
Leading
Sultan will.
this force
Sultan. How may I serve, Sultan?
with this general
I will bring our forces together.
Orders.
and leading this
We move,
force
Sultan. Joining the ranks.
through a captain. Antioch. Growth build policy. Population growth is going a bit down.
Yes, noble master.
See if I have a family member nearby. We do.
Noble one.
Send him to Antioch. Nicaea. Alchemist lab. Firearms. Wheat training costs down. Crop rotations are fine. Constantinople.
What is the
Egyptian
infidel's
assassin.
name? There is a Tansi.
I hope he's successful this time. Okay, yes, he is. Munition please.
Get
Perfect. And we also have to take care of these cardinals. And these priests in this area. Do we have any of our own? Let's see.
I'm honored to serve.
How may I
Once
serve,
these
Sultan?
units are retrained, we'll send another contingent up north. Well, let me see. We had this. We had a unit here. We can make another imam though. Let's see if we can excommunicate some of the other people from the other faith.
Yes, noble master.
Poland is retreating. The Turks and the Venetians will be our next targets. Duranzo cannot give us quality troops. We will have to convert it to a castle, I guess. Yes. Perfect. And yes, enter. Venetian priests are trying to go back to Venice on land. Well, it's quite understandable considering that I did defeat their fleet in the Mediterranean. The Turks too are trying to make their way back to their holdings inside Anatolia. I think we should be able to chase after them and vanquish this force.
If the enemy approach, we will have the advantage of surprise.
Okay, perfect.
Sultan!
Let's attack this rebel force.
Yes, Sultan. Your enemies shall fall swift.
Na'am! We shall end this day in triumph!
Noble one. Of
Bring
course,
into
Sultan.
Antioch.
We shall take our rest here, as my Sultan wills.
Moving up north.
How may I serve, Sultan? Yalla!
Moving up north.
Sultan!
Sending
noble
a
one.
general with a small
Na'am.
cavalry contingent
We
to
shall take our
assist
rest here, Sultan.
the effort here.
Sibni Lawadi! Infidel!
We will crush them utterly. Okay. This heretic is at war with us.
Salam alaikum.
Okay, we can't do that to people of
Who
other
has
faiths,
rejected
only
Sharia?
to the rebels.
This one
I just
must
wanted
now
to check.
suffer the hudud.
Okay, it kind of makes sense. And Venetian citadel still under siege.
Orders, mighty Sultan. We have blockaded the port as ordered,
The
Sultan.
Venetians have now lost their trade from, I mean, at least the naval trade from their biggest city, richest city. And Venice seems to be quite the catch here. I mean, look at the trade. A fairly unguarded territory, ripe for the taking. We should reinforce our frontier here and start occupying this piece of land. Antioch, hold out for a bit. Public order. Public order, okay. Let's improve public order then. Enter. Venetians have meager navies in the area. They're trying to disrupt our trade, but I have no reason to be afraid of them anymore. I mean, yes, they can put up a strong counterattack against me, but that is only going to be a minor setback. In the long run, I have a stronger economy, a very stronger economy, and I can easily overpower them on multiple fronts. Okay.
How may I serve, Sultan? The infidels' army will not survive!
Let's see
The
what
sun-
else.
Ready,
can we
my
do.
Sultan. Who or what offend?
Perfect. Taken out leadership.
Yes, noble master. Noble one.
This
Yes.
force is going
Tomorrow's journey awaits. An
Oh,
honor to
to
serve.
reorganize here.
Na'am. We move.
Orders.
Zaida, mighty Sultan.
Let's see.
Seeking an audience, mighty Sultan.
Turks.
We are prepared to receive your message, Sadiq.
Turks will give us map information. They will give us the regions. Okay, that's all they have. Mosul, Tbilisi, Yerevan. map information, they will attack the Mongols, pay us a regular tribute of 100 denaries for 20 turns. And if we don't, we attack.
Keep that up, and you will anger the Sultan. If you
Perfect.
came to insult us, it has worked.
How may
Now
I
I've
serve,
come to
Sultan?
attack you. Yes.
We shall end this day in triumph.
What does the Sultan will?
Let's go and try to
Sultan,
bribe
I
Mosul
shall
into
inform
joining
them
us.
of your will.
Noble one.
Let's see. Low taxation rate. Let's improve the city garrison. Let's see if we can construct anything anywhere at all. Huge stone wall is perfect for me. Cannon towers, perfect for Gaza. Baghdad. Can we make more desert archers here? No, we can't. In Aleppo. Compared to, what is their missile attack? 7. Compared to these archers. What is their missile attack? 5. So we'll definitely need desert archers, dismounted knights, strong, decent force of Mamluk cavalry, and more desert archers. And we can reinforce Baghdad with these troops.
Sultan.
Let's get rid of these poor quality archers.
Sultan.
Baghdad needs the best for her defense, because if the Timurids come here, this Baghdad will be the first line of defense for our kingdom. We have now decided to attack the Turks, so it's best if we prepare for an upcoming counterattack. Let's train a decent sized infantry army in Caesarea and Adana. Mamluks, Mamluk archers. Perfect. And in Iconium, we'll need halberd militia. In Nicaea, halberd militia, and more spearmen.
How may I serve, Sultan?
Let's see if we can disband some of these
Sultan.
and
How may I
dismerge
serve,
them
Sultan?
wherever possible.
Naam. Sultan.
Okay, and
Naam. How may I serve, Sultan?
let's see elsewhere. Bedouin
Orders.
cavalry, no need for it now. Arab cavalry, Mamluk Arab
How may I
cavalry.
serve, Sultan? Naam.
Okay,
Sultan.
we'll reinforce them from some of the troops we have here.
Orders. Naam. As you will.
And
Orders.
let's send these troops
march.
to Corinth.
Continuing
I hope that
tomorrow
the rebels
by
don't
the
attack. If
Sultan.
they do, we'll retreat. Let's start producing some Mamluk archers here. And we will need a navy. We will need a strong navy for transport and more. So we are now going to take Edessa and Mosul from the Turks. Miscreant's demise. Yes, no, we can't do that. At least not for now. Durazzo. Perfect. No upgrades. Stables. Boar. Let's make peasant archers. Desert cavalry. Neither seems like a very good option, but okay, let's go for it. Let's put all the construction that we need on pending. And once we've taken Ragusa, we can use both of these as a front for further expansion up north and possibly a cross-channel expansion in Italy. What else? Oh, what about the assassin? Assassin, yes. I have an assassin here somewhere.
I live to obey, Sultan.
Na'am, Master.
Orders, mighty Sultan. Course
The
said.
next turn we will transport this
Na'am, great
assassin.
Sultan. Attacking the infidel fleet! Victory, Sultan!
We have relieved our trade assets in the area.
Orders, mighty Sultan. Until death! The sea
The
is
Venetians
yours, great
are losing their
Sultan!
income, which means they won't
Blockading
be
the
able to
foreigner's
recoup
port.
their losses. Probably happened a lot earlier, but I am realizing that right now. And if I leave the Turks in this Caucasian region, in these two cities, let's say, if I take Trebizond and I kick them out of Iraq, essentially I would have created some sort of a buffer zone. I can even make them my vassals. Gaza, Jerusalem. Not much to hire in Jerusalem though. Cairo, Alexandria. Let's build something in Alexandria. Stone wall, no. Warehouse. Looks good. Irrigation. Merchant's Wharf. Tripoli. Warehouse. Perfect.
Na'am. Orders.
Send some of them home. Thessalonica, we have
Sultan.
some troops that
Salah.
need to be retrained. Let's send them back. And these
How may I serve, Sultan?
Nafatons, we can send them forward.
Sultan, we march. We rest here until dawn.
That's it, enter. Okay, we've got some form of a crisis in some of our cities in the Holy Land. We'll have to probably relax the taxation laws a bit and construct a couple more buildings to address the issues, but nothing we can't solve. The Turks are trying to move back to Trebizond, I guess. If we can crush this Turkish army. Time for everyone. The citizens of the city of Milan can now claim to be the most punctual in the known world. At least their overseers and taskmasters can claim to know when their workers are tardy. An expensive mechanical clock has been set up atop a tower so that everyone from prince to pauper may see the time displayed from the city streets. Typically, now the scholars and engineers have succeeded in creating a truly grand mechanical clock. The more malcontent members of the noble class have begun calling for a portable version of the device.
Zaida, mighty Sultan. You have a proposition for my Sultan?
The answer, I'm afraid,
Our discussions come to a close.
Na'am.
Perfect.
Fidel's army will not
Put them under siege.
survive.
And
Besieging the
we
enemy.
will need...
We have the infidels under siege, Sultan. Inshallah, We will smite this foe, Sultan.
Yes, noble master.
Sending the
Yes,
second
Sultan.
army to take
We
out
close
Mosul.
for battle. Tomorrow's
Relationships
journey
worsen.
awaits.
And then my hostilities have ceased.
What does the Sultan will? Na'am, Sultan. I shall
Perfect.
inform them of your will.
Yalla, my Sultan wishes you dead.
And we want to counter your presence in the area.
Orders. Yalla, continuing tomorrow, mighty Sultan.
Sending the
How may I
force
serve,
out
Sultan?
from
We march.
Caesarea.
How may I serve, Sultan? We move, Sultan. Merging our armies.
Halberd
Orders.
militia.
Joining the ranks.
Orders, mighty Sultan. Inshallah, our wind shall be fair.
Transport them across the channel.
Moving the men ashore. Na'am. We march.
Orders, mighty Sultan.
Okay, perfect.
Course set.
We prepared a decent sized force in Anatolia and we are ready to face the Turks now. We have declared war on them. The Venetian city is going to, citadel is going to capitulate in the next 3 turns. Nubian spearmen works okay. Kurdish javelinmen work. And we can even use the peasants to carry the battering rams. Let's send some more Mamluk cavalry archers. And the reason I'm recruiting so many Mamluk cavalry archers is that the Western armies have, to my knowledge, no effective remedy for
Na'am, great Sultan.
these archers.
Ready, my Sultan. Watching from the water. Inshallah,
Perfect.
our wind shall...
Orders.
Sending
Na'am.
them to retrain.
Orders. Sultan. As you will.
Train both of them and train a unit of Nafatun.
Orders. How may I serve, Sultan? Na'am. As you will.
Reinforce
We
the
rest
city
here
of
until dawn.
Constantinople. We worry about the rebels later on. I'm not going to waste much time with the rebels. They will pop up pretty much everywhere. They're not disrupting my economy, at least not to the point that I would want to take any rash action. Projected treasury total is perfectly in the desirable range. Constantinople, we need a small mustard. Sometimes little things matter. Town watch. See, ballista towers, a mere stable, archery range, catapult maker, cannon maker, grand bombard, and bombards. I guess we can't go wrong with these massive weapons. Construction in Aleppo. What can we recruit in Aleppo? Ballista maker, gunsmith, bombard. Okay.
Noble one.
Take charge of
At
the
once.
siege.
Joining as my Sultan wills. I serve the faith. Which infidel must I silence?
He is
The
innocent as
apostate
charged.
must die!
Perfect. Enter. Let's try and get a ceasefire with the French and trade rights again with them, because I see no merit in attacking the French, at least not for now. We'll think about that later on. Turks. They don't seem to be reacting to our provocation. Probably thinking of, okay, no, they do seem to be reacting. We have to meet them in the field then. We have
As
some
you will,
from
splitting the army.
bold predictions. An aspiring English scholar by the name of Walter Merley claims that he is able to predict the weather, unlike the mystical ramblings of yesteryear's heretical pagans who claim to have a spiritual insight into when the heavens will open up. Merley stated that he can do this simply by scientific observation. Apparently, Merley's predictions are correct more often than not, but his system is still being perfected. Surely, it will only be a matter of months now before man knows exactly how the weather will behave. Okay, who to kill? Well, we have declared a ceasefire with the Polish. It makes no sense to kill this diplomat, this noble family member. Diplomat?
Orders, mighty Sultan.
There was
Orders, mighty Sultan.
an assassin in there. Most advanced faction is France. Oh, that's not okay. An assassin died.
Orders, mighty Sultan. Yes, Sultan.
We did an assassin and a spy as well.
Sultan,
Move quickly
the
to attack
infidel's
Mosul.
army will not
The
survive.
siege weapons are
Orders,
pulling us
Sultan.
back.
Na'am. How may I
Let's
serve,
send the
Sultan?
cavalry contingent
We
first
shall
to
end this day in
put the
triumph.
city under siege,
Yes,
and then we
Sultan.
can rejoin
Besieging this place.
with
Zaida,
the
mighty
rest of the
Sultan.
army.
Seeking an audience, mighty Sultan.
Perfect.
How may I serve, Sultan? Sultan,
Sending these
Sultan,
reinforcements to
we march.
Baghdad.
the sun sets on today's journey. How may I serve, Sultan? Orders. As you will. How may I serve, Sultan? Joining the ranks. Sultan, as you will. Forming up together,
Fairly
Sultan.
decent sized army in Anatolia to take out this Turkish army, or we just shatter them a bit, take these two cities, declare a ceasefire agreement, and that will be it.
Yes, noble
Now
master.
let's go on the offensive.
We will engage them honorably.
I think we need to play it
Not one of us shall fail to give all in battle.
scenario on the map. Iraq will be ours now. After the fall of these two cities, of course. Edessa and Mosul, two very important Iraqi cities.
Unit on my order.
I want the general in the rear though. I'm not comfortable with having my general out in the
Move
open.
out. Onward. Unit.
I want two of these cavalry contingents on guard with my general. Let's see if we can do something about it. By sending all of these at once, I guess we have improved our chances of getting a breach at least somewhere. I remember the last time I tried to do something, try to defend a city with, well, I wouldn't say similar odds, but a fairly decent sized army like this with two siege towers like this. It was a complete disaster. Now I am the one leading this attack. And I think as soon as we are on these walls, they will lose their edge. They have some cavalry contingents in the middle. Missile cavalry, I can see. Let's speed it up.
Our ladders have reached the walls. May our brave siege towers are at the walls. Did our foe is more what victory is well within our grasp. In time our foe will surely
Let's
see this
see.
and lose heart.
I think we can now take the walls. Let's send my cavalry to charge the enemy there, while my infantry fights to the city gate. So these are javelin men versus dismounted
Our men are under attack.
cavalry troops.
We need to act.
Let's go and attack them as much as possible. Let them fight out a bit. If need be, we will send our cavalry archers then. But it's pretty much a mess right now. Let's retreat our cavalry and charge again. Charge again.
Victory is well within our grasp. In time our foe will surely see this and lose heart.
Let's go and harass the troops on the wall. It's a long shot, but maybe it works.
Allah is glorious. We have taken the walls. It is time we captured this place.
Perfect. Now that they have been pushed backwards, we can focus our attack even further. So they are taking hits. I can see that they're taking hits. I didn't think this would be the case, but yes, they are taking hits. Yeah, units are routing. I mean, it's nothing
men are
personal
under
against the
attack.
Turks.
We need
It's
to
just
act.
a, something that I have to do, something that would have been done either way. It doesn't matter if it's me, it doesn't matter if it's the Mongols. Turks cannot survive this scenario where this
Our
type
men
of
are
strength.
under attack. We must act now.
Okay, go and attack. Go and attack the general's bodyguard cavalry. And
Men are under attack. We need to act.
now sending the rest of
Victory
my
is well
cavalry
within our
inside.
grasp. In time our foe will surely see this and lose heart.
Perfect. I think we just need to take control, command. of the
Enemy are
city.
badly planned. Curses! Our men no longer command the city.
Not a problem. I'll just take care of the enemy troops from there. Let's
All
attack them.
praise to Allah.
End battle.
Great victories are like sweet nectar.
Well, we did suffer
Come.
from sizable losses, around a quarter of a force, but this was a swift victory over Edessa, and we wanted it that way. We don't want the Turks to
Alhamdulillah! Your
occupy the
faith
settlement.
and
We don't
courage
want the
have
Turks
triumphed!
to
These are now
be able
our
to
people's lands!
think of a counter-attack or stuff like that. Let's improve the city's defenses. The garrison in Mosul stands no chance whatsoever against what we have in stock for them.
doubt my word.
Salam alaikum.
Perfect.
Who
What
spreads
the
untruths,
hell?
my Sultan? This one must now suffer the hudud.
Let me see if I can. We need more imams here.
Na'am, my Sultan.
We will have to soon embark on a mission.
Inshallah, we will smite this foe.
So I guess they
Sultan.
can't retreat any further, and now we have them in our grasp. Let's pulverize these rebels. Let me just put the catapults forward. Where are they? Oh, great. There they are. Let's form 2 lines there. Speed it up 6 times. They have picked a very good defensive position, but we have siege equipment that can attack them from that range. Hopefully we will be able to force them to come down and face us in open combat. Oh, perfect. The catapults can deliver devastating losses to if they hit, of course. Not very accurate, but when they do hit, they can cause some serious damage. And when the enemy is on an elevated plane, it makes it all the more easier to attack them like this. Now from this range, the enemy probably can't retaliate. Perfect. Let me just go completely obliterate them with this cannon fire. Okay, that's enough. Let's go attack them. Charge uphill. It's going to be hard, but it's doable. And we're going to show these rebels who's the boss here. Arrow fire. Sure. We
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
They're retreating uphill. I don't have any cavalry. Happening here. Pavise crossbowmen. Look at this cat and mouse chase thing. Sucks. What do they expect? Well, the creators of the game, either rout or stand and fight. It's a bit embarrassing, but I think that's the only way to it.
Our enemy flees before us like a
Okay.
herd of goats. Drive them
Done.
from the battle.
And now they're
Victory is
gone.
ours. A victory both righteous and well deserved.
Rebels have been defeated in the area.
Na'am, great Sultan.
Na'am. Yalar. We rest. How may I serve, Sultan?
Okay. Let the poll pass and then we can do something else. We now have Edessa.
I'm honored to serve.
It's time we build a watchtower here. A fort.
We will not surrender this place.
So anyone attempting to cross this river from here will face this fort.
Noble one.
And inside this fort, we
Orders.
place
Sultan.
some infantry. Let me see if we can retrain some of them. We can't really.
Orders.
Just regroup.
Sultan. Na'am.
If you can't
Orders.
retrain, then regroup.
Na'am. Sultan. Sultan. Orders. Orders. How may I serve, Sultan? Orders.
Let me just place 2 archer units here
How may I serve, Sultan? We march.
so that the river crossing can be blocked from up north. And we make a similar fort here to block the river crossing. And a similar one here and a similar one here. I mean, it will give us some time to reinforce our cities. Ragusa is going to fall in 2 more turns. Let's see what else.
I serve your will.
Merchant, perfect.
Establishing trade, great Sultan. Yes, Sultan.
Let's see if there's anything we can sell in this area, any tradable material whatsoever.
Wherever you will, Sultan.
Okay.
Orders, mighty Sultan. Attacking the infidel fleet! Victory, Sultan! Orders, mighty Sultan.
Let's
You
block
control
their
access to this port now, Sultan.
Enter. Next turn we'll begin sending our mission to France in order to secure a peace settlement with the French. We have no reason to be at war with them yet. Lately these episodes have been dragging on for like longer than they usually did. It's partly because a lot is happening and the empire is stretched very much. So there's more content to cover in every episode. And also we've pretty much exposed the entire map here. But I'm not sure where the Mongols are. Wherever they are, we will have to face them sooner or later. Okay.
Orders. We move, Sultan. The sun sets on
Perfect.
today's Sultan. Joining the rest.
Your will. Na'am, Sultan. I
Let's
shall
take
inform
Mosul
them.
now.
How may I serve, Sultan? We shall end this
Assault
day
the
in
city.
triumph. We have chosen the
With
time and place.
minor
Now let us
defenses, we
choose
will be able
triumph.
to take out this fort with relative ease.
Unit! Wait for orders! Unit!
Let's deploy a bit
Unit!
ahead.
Unit! Lead them dead and hell! Unit! Ignite missile!
Let's take out these gates. there are a couple of units in there. Let me see, what do they have in stock? 2 archer units and cavalry. We should be able to take care of them, not a problem at all.
Our enemy's gates have fallen!
Now they're retreating to the inner part of the city. That's perfectly fine. Let's place our infantry here, our cavalry here, and our scorpions here. 6x speed. We have now captured the enemy's outer walls.
Send your troops
They are
to take the
confined
rest
to
of the
their
settlement.
inner walls now. They can't expect much defense here. They might come forward to try and get some arrows at us, but that's pretty much it. Nothing more than that.
Our men are under attack. We need to act.
Oh, come on, retreat, retreat! Well, attack the gates. Send them
Our
forward.
men are under attack. We must act now.
Oh, this is not a good idea. I mean, what kind of a messed up leader would send their troops directly into the line of fire of these ballistic?
Our men are under attack.
Just break
We must
the
act
inner
now.
walls.
The gates are down.
And let's go shower arrows at them. Okay.
Victory is
Let's
well within
see
our
what
grasp. Only half the enemy force remains.
These troops can
We
do.
must pray they lose their will to
Not
fight.
much. Okay, they've routed some of our troops. Although dismounted Arab cavalry is doing fairly well.
Our men are under attack. We must act now. Sultan, only victory is the enemy general. Our brave men have captured the enemy general.
Perfect.
He pretends to be a lion, but he seems more an ostrich. Let him sit and watch how true lions fight.
Let's just keep on throwing javelins at them. Arrows versus javelins. I guess javelins work better at shorter ranges like this. Fighting till the end could have been much easier if they'd surrendered.
This battle may have been any man's, but merciful Allah has let us prevail today.
So, despite the staggering losses, like half of our forces have taken Mosul. I remember right now, the speed of these conquests is more important for us than anything
These
else.
lands are ours.
Perfect.
as my Sultan wills. We will defend this place with our lives, Sultan. An honor to serve.
Sultan,
Let's just send
how
one
may
of
I
the
serve,
javelins
Sultan?
here.
We move, Sultan. Sultan, how may I serve, Sultan?
So the losses were
Sultan.
severe. I would not.
How may I serve,
I cannot
Sultan?
sugarcoat this. Losses have been severe. Let's see what else can we do. Armor. That's good. Cannon towers, perfect. Just
Orders.
the thing I needed for Baghdad. So now I have control over Iraq. I control western Anatolia, and whereas the Turks control the northeastern segments and the Caucasian segments. What is modern day Azerbaijan, if I'm not mistaken, or somewhere
Na'am, my
nearby.
Sultan.
Let's see if we can get a ceasefire.
How may I serve, Sultan? As you will.
Oh, great.
I will not waste words on you.
I prepared, I raised a massive army here, and it is now rebel
Yalla,
force.
my Sultan wishes you dead.
That sucks.
I serve.
Don't worry.
Perfect. One of them is down. We
Na'am.
have prepared
Sultan,
a strong
how may I
contingent
serve,
of
Sultan?
cavalry
Yalla,
troops.
continuing
sending
tomorrow,
them
mighty
to-
Sultan.
This unit here. Ragusa will be our next major gain in today's episode, and then we can leave the rest for another day. The Venetians are in a very dire situation. Despite having like the richest area in the game, that is strategically right in the middle of it all. If they stick to themselves, if they
Except death.
get trading rights with everyone, they can actually make a formidable navy and make an overseas empire. The trick is to remain neutral at home, though. Slow march forward, wait for them to come out and wait for their control over the towers to be completely gone. It is gone now. Now move. I mean, just imagine having to see this and know for certain that there's literally no hope for you to win this one. They have Pavisa crossbowmen. Take them out. Charge at the Pavisa crossbowmen. Gosh, I hate the Pavisa crossbowmen.
Behold our worthless foe. See how their general turns tail and flees like a whipped dog.
Perfect. Chase up. Don't. You're going to wait for. I've ordered you to chase after them. You can't fire at will now. Oh, the gate is gone.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Okay, that's pretty much it. Last charge.
Our enemy flees before us.
in
Great
battle
victories are like sweet nectar.
with only negligible losses, we were able to take the city of Ragusa now.
All praise is due to Allah for granting this victory.
Ragusa
Allah,
is okay,
the
so
most
let's
merciful, has delivered us.
occupy
Victory.
instead of sacking or whatever. The Turks are at the core of my empire. Let's give them some chase. Unless we can agree on a ceasefire. Okay, there is something wrong with Antioch. I need to deal with a problem with Antioch. What is wrong at Antioch? Low tax rates. We need more troops immediately in the city. Let's garrison this as much as possible. Religious unrest is the problem. We need a masjid.
Great Sultan?
Who spreads untruths, my Sultan?
Salam alaikum.
Which infidel must I...
I serve the faith.
Who spreads untruths, my Sultan?
Salam alaikum.
Let me also send
Orders. Na'am, we move,
these
Sultan.
troops here.
Yes, noble master. At once.
Perfect.
Nuh-uh. As you will, Sultan. You are brave to seek an audience with us like this.
Ceasefire. Trade rights. Map information. Map information.
May Allah, Lord of us all, smile upon your generosity. We
Perfect.
welcome words of wisdom such as
So
these.
we have now secured a
As-salama.
ceasefire agreement with the Turks. The Turks are in no position to oppose us anyway, so ceasefire works for both of us. So these are the Turkish cities, 3 of them: Trebizond, Yerevan, and what is this? Tbilisi. We are in complete control of the rest. Let's see where we stand right now. We have a total of 27 regions. We need 45, so like around 18 more. We're more than halfway there, and we have like 95 turns. We have taken Constantinople and Jerusalem. There's much more to be done, horizons to be expanded, borders to be rapidly
We rest here until
sent
dawn.
beyond the known limits. Ballista towers are fine. Okay, perfect. Now finally I can hire some meaningful troops from Durazzo as well.
Na'am, great Sultan.
Let me just
Course set.
send a navy there. Okay, I think the next is for another day. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I make uploads like this daily or almost daily. Thank you so much for watching. This is Gaming Dragon 360 signing off.